Alright everybody, and welcome back to Dawn of Man. Figured I'd hop on real quick before I went to work and make another video. Alright, so last time we left off, we were expanding the civilization to the other side of the little river right here. This side is pretty much maxed out for us, minus this little section right here, where we have our little tannin collection trees. Now obviously I can knock a couple down that aren't the tannin, but we're really not that concerned about it, so we'll just go ahead and move down over here. So we're gonna go ahead and build 2 more residences. Excuse me, not residences, 2 more stables right next to these. Because if you remember in the last episode, I said I wanted to try to get the animal population up to 200. So we're going to throw another stable down, and we're also going to plant another row of, let's go with barley. Alright. Alright. So, now that we got all this done, or at least that started, we're gonna be at, what, 150 after that gets built. So, we'll go ahead and build 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Alright, so there's all those built. Let's go ahead and we will bump the game speed up real fast. Let that run through. Oops, we froze for a second. There we go. Okay, so I definitely want to make sure that we harvest a lot of shit this summer again. So I'm gonna keep setting all this to high priority. So that way, once we get to the point we need all this, it's just gonna be here for us. Alright, so now that's going, we're gonna go ahead and address the tool situation. Run over here, hop on this guy, and we're gonna go ahead and we'll grab some copper sickles, go ahead and fill out the inventory from them. Okay. The trader's here. We'll take his dry fish. Actually, we'll take all of the spears too. Why not? And make it so we don't gotta build any of them. Go ahead and trade that. Okay. Everybody's doing really well. You know what? Did we ever get the bronze. Let's see. Metal alloy. Oh, it's just a milestone. These are what allows you to play at the next difficulties. Copper, charcoal pit, pit furnace. Alright, let's go over here. Alright, so I still think we're going to have the same problem as normal with the not harvesting part. Still trying to figure out why they don't harvest everything right away, but as long as we get enough to feed all the animals, that's all I'm really concerned about, at least until we get the population up a little bit. Okay. We made our sickles, we got some more spears that we just bought from the trader. We'll go ahead and make, what are we doing on picks? Doing axes. We're gonna go with axes first. Okay. So now that this is all set up, we're gonna go ahead and, if I remember how to spin, there we go. It's been a little while since I played this game. Okay. Put 2 warehouses down. Put 3 more houses down. Try to get some more people. Okay. So we're kind of back at, again, the same points where the workload is too high. Like I said, when you get into the next era, and then you're sitting there trying to expand everything and get everything set up and working properly, you're just going to continue to run into that high workload. There really ain't no way to get around it, unfortunately. But The only real way I can see to get around it would be to build very, very slowly, but that's not exactly the most ideal way of getting all this to work. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to capture all these cattle real quick that are sitting right there, and we're gonna go ahead and capture those donkeys just because they're right beside us. So why not grab some goats too? Traders here. We'll take the logs. We'll take the food, the tannin, and why not? We'll take the picks. Trade them wool. Go ahead and accept that. So we're doing great on quite a few different resources. We're definitely doing good in the wheat or the grain category. That's definitely not a problem for us right now. So just gonna keep wandering around and seeing what we can find out here in the wilderness. Definitely just want to try to keep the animal population up. Make sure we're grabbing all the babies as fast as we can, so that way we don't really got to worry about too much. We're going to go ahead and tab back out. Don't really look like we can find anything else right now, so that's fine. Everybody's happiness meter seems to be back down quite a bit, but you know, still not really sure why that's going to be like that, considering we have one of these. I might go ahead and try to get some more of those stones wherever they are lying around. We got one right over there, and probably some more over in this general direction, but we're going to go ahead and skip that for right now. Not really too concerned about that, considering they have all those totem poles and the big stone. They can just go over there and get their happiness back up if they really get that low. Okay. Now, after we get all this stuff built, since we're putting the storage right here, we're going to have our 6 houses and our stable to jump the population up to a 200. We are going to go ahead and try to get some more workshops going, maybe one more workshop. We're going to go ahead and do some more dry food storage. I do want to go ahead and try to get some more sticks. Not entirely sure. Where I want it exactly. Apparently the tree population, or not tree population, the tree farms are pretty damn crazy. We're gonna go ahead and cut all this down real fast, and then we are going to put a tree farm right here. Cause why not? Oops. Hold on, we got a raider attack. Let me alert everybody real fast. Get everybody back inside. That's quite a bit of raiders actually. So this might be a little bit interesting. Alright. Well, we got everybody. Go ahead and stop this. Let everybody get back to work. Well, the unfortunate part about it is that we are going to have to rebuild all of the towers, but that's a small price to pay for our civilization being defended from the raiders, so not too terribly worried about that. I do want to go ahead and get that little gap fixed if I can. I can't. Oh, awesome. There we go. Go ahead and do that. Let those run to the stone. Bump this back up. That's unfortunate. I knew we were going to lose a couple after all of them had all that. We are going to need some more drying racks for the food. I'm going to see if I can get a couple more drying racks in the civilization camp we have so far. Maybe put a couple right here, because the other side is going to be the next step, but you can't put a whole bunch of stuff there until it's ready for it. So drop those down real fast, let people start building that. Okay, so that's awesome. We got all of the barns built, it looks like, so won't have to worry about that anymore. And they've definitely started on the round houses. It looks like just waiting on straw now. So as soon as those are taken care of, we'll be able to knock all this out and we won't have to worry about any of that anymore. Then I'm probably just going to try to optimize the space we have in here for everybody. Try to get a couple more mortise and pestles down, get some more graders up, fix some stuff, get everything back to full. Oops. Did not mean to empty your contents. That was an accident. Repair. And then once we get these houses done, probably gonna hold off doing a whole lot of stuff until everybody kind of settles back down and the workload goes back down and we're not worried about anything anymore, because I don't want to overwork everybody and then have everybody all grumpy and sickly. So I'm gonna load too high, but it's fine. So the only bad thing is that it does unfortunately take straw to fix quite a lot of our structures right now. So the straw for our animals is kind of getting taken up a little bit, but we should be able, once we start getting a couple more people in, start knocking out quite a bit of straw. Okay, so all of the houses are built right now. What's our population limit at? 114. So we have room to add 34 people to the tribe. That's pretty damn good. That is more than a third of what we currently have. So once they get added, a lot of stuff should go quite a bit faster. I'm not gonna say it's gonna fix everything, but it definitely will get quite a few things done. Really like to get this stone out of here too, because if I can take that space and use that for another weaver, that would be nice. And we'll cut down those trees, cut down these trees, cut down those. Okay, so they did that. We're gonna go ahead and plant some service trees, chestnut, cherry trees, flax. We'll go ahead and do some pear trees. Do some pear trees right there. Well, this is going to be definitely a little bit of a rough winter. We don't have any straw from fixing everything, so we're going to be probably losing quite a few animals, unfortunately. Yeah, the animal population's already started to take some casualties. Still not too worried about it, considering how many we have of all of them, but we will probably have to start just watching a little bit more and being aware of how much straw is being used every year and all that stuff. So right now it's not that bad. We only lost, I think, 4. So we should be alright. Nothing too terrible. We definitely just got a little boost, hopefully, once all these trees get planted. It should give us some fruit. I'm not really sure if the diversity of food's going to help with anything as far as the making people a little bit more happy. But, you know, we'll see. I don't really want to upgrade anything right now, just off the fact that I don't want any more work into the civilization right now, at least until we get the population up to about 110, where we can be at. I kind of want to let everything just roll and see how the population of animals do, and then just kind of let everything keep going. I'll bump the pigs back up to 75, because we did go from having like 80 pigs now to we're barely at 4. We're not even at 40. So we are just gonna keep capturing every animal we get a chance to capture, just to keep some kind of resources in the background for us. Again, I'm not too terribly worried about making sure we have a ridiculous amount of animals, but if we can keep a decent population of all the different kinds, it's definitely going to help us in the long run, in my opinion. I would like to start getting some horses, because we do only have one, and he is an old male, so eventually, you know, he is going to die, and then we will not have any. So if I can run around and try to find some horses. There we go. Got a couple right there. Is that a horse right there? It's a deer. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and leave that at that and just let them run around and collect as many of the different animals as I just asked them to grab as they possibly can. I will grab those horses real fast just because how close they are to the settlement. But we'll just see what happens. Again, I don't want the workload to be too terribly high, but I would definitely like having a couple more horses around to be able to move stuff and help carry things for everybody. Don't really think we need his food, but you know, it never hurts to have extra. Our wool stock's going back up, kind of. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that, and then we can just go ahead and worry about getting some more of that stuff on our own. We do have 17 knowledge points, so we are going to go ahead and unlock sword making. Then we'll do brewing, and then the composition archery. We might do the composition archery first, but we will get there. I do want to go ahead and run over here and just grab as many bronze swords as we can. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of them, but, you know, again, I'm not too terribly worried if, you know, as long as they're getting the resources and making everything happen, then I'm not too stressed. So what are our limits looking like? I mean, we are doing pretty well on everything. The workload still is a little high, but you know, I can't complain about it. We're looking really good on resources. Food is getting a little low, but I'm not too concerned. I'm kind of hoping that with giving everybody nothing to do for a little while, the animals will start procreating and making quite a few more, and then we won't have to worry about that anymore. Plus, with the trees, once they start growing, we should be able to start getting some more fruit, so we'll be able to take care of that. And then we just got our next knowledge point. I'm gonna go ahead and get the archery down. Okay. So we do have a decent number of cattle, donkeys, and the sheep and pigs now. The sheep have kind of taken over as the main populated animal right now. It's not terrible, so we'll go ahead and leave it at that. I don't really want the pigs to drop really any lower than what they're at right now. Again, I'm not too terribly concerned if they get really high, because you know, eventually all the old ones will just get slaughtered and then the cycle just continues. I'm kind of more focused on trying to get cattle up right now, just because the cattle is going to be a much better resource in the long run if we can have multiple of them, because they do give milk. They give way more meat than all the rest of the animals, and then obviously having donkeys and horses will just help with that. But I'm not really so much worried about the donkeys and horses as giving us meat, as long as we have cattle sitting around. And the good thing is, this season it looks like we only have a couple watchtowers to fix, so we shouldn't really have too much of a need to be using our straw for anything besides taking care of our animals. So unfortunately, the 2 goats we have did just contract a disease, so there's a high probability we are going to lose them. Again, I'm not too worried about that. If we lose them, we lose them. But alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We're getting about that 30-minute mark. And with saying that we're going to go ahead and make a whole bunch of sickles. Try to get the sickle up to about somewhere in the neighborhood of like 50 to 60 sickles. And I want to get the spears up to probably about 60 themselves. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end here, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Alright, bye.